Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. I mean, so quickly the break was over. That's what it seems for us City fans, right? Because we secured Elliot Anderson, but after that the transfer window just seems to be sort of nothing. Just a minute, I'll just start my uh, live this thing. I don't know, maybe the net is slow or something. It's not starting, but let me just verify a bit and then we'll I mean, are we live or not? I don't know. Let's let's just check once and then on we go. I'll just check if I'm actually live or not, and then we can. Uh, yes, yes, we are live, but yeah, I've just. I don't know why the match is actually. Yeah, it started now. Yes, it started now, and it's the first match. They're paying tribute to Kevin Keegan. Obviously, he's a Liverpool great, but also he's Man City as well, I think. But Enzo Maresca's first game in charge. The lineup's actually interesting because he's gone for Guardiola at left back and he's starting Diaz. I thought he'll start Guardiola left centre back, Gehi right centre back, and then he'll go for right Nauri left back, O'Reilly in the midfield. See, O'Reilly in the midfield was expected because you don't have anyone. This summer transfer window is just on the brink of a bloody disaster. This summer transfer window is on the bloody brink of a disaster. Apart from Elliot Anderson, there's actually no one that we have bought. Can you imagine this? Actually, no one that we have bought. We are like positive net spend of 200, 300 million. You sold Rodri for 60, 7 year for 100. Now Mamouche is going for another 60, 70 million, it seems. You have sold Trafford for bloody 40, 45. How much that is? 100, 160. Well, 250, 300 you're in positive net flow. And still you're bloody just signed Elliot Anderson. I mean, good news is City have agreed a deal with Ayubuadi. Ayubuadi for around 95 million euros. I mean, I'll have to check the fee again, but as I hurriedly came to set up the stream, it was 95 million euros Ayubuadi. I think we go and get Adam Wharton for sure. We go and get Adam Wharton. The Allen deal will be announced, I think, tomorrow or the day after. And then we go and get Adam Wharton. I think we get Buardi, Wharton, and Allen. I'll be happy with the window, to be honest. Yes, you're not got a right back, but that just seems a luxury now, looking at our midfield situation. That seems like an absolute luxury now, looking at our midfield situation, to be honest. Josko Guardiol, great ball into Erling Haaland. Josko Guardiol, this is excellent. Phil Foden on the right hand side. Phil Foden on the right hand side. I would love to see Semenyo on the left get the ball because he's been outstanding. What is Rico Lewis doing? This is interesting. Rico Lewis has started at almost the right back position. This is interesting. Just look at what Rico Lewis is doing, guys. It's a back three out of possession. Ball into Phil Foden. Kushanov is settling there. It's Kushanov, Diaz, and Guardiola there. So Gehi is going forward. Gehi is going. It's interesting. You look at it. Rico Lewis is the right back there. Then where is Mark Gehi? Wow. You look at Mark Gehi's positioning, guys. It's interesting. Mark Gehi is not playing as wow. Mark Gehi is playing as the midfielder alongside Elliot Anderson. This is interesting. Keep an eye, guys, on Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis is the right back. Wow. This is fascinating for me. Rico Lewis is the right back. Excellent ball there to Phil Foden. Semenyo has not touched the ball once, but Phil Foden, this is wonderful from Phil Foden. Phil Foden is actually getting a bit deep. That's a foul on Phil Foden, but I'm fascinated here. I know Enzo Maresca plays three at the back. I mean, three out of possession. Is pushing Gehi up. Gehi is a CDM, guys, today. Gehi is a CDM. Wow. Gehi is a CDM today. This is superb. Gehi is a CDM, which means Ian Canderson is a box to box. And Erling Haaland, nice and early ball into Erling Haaland. This is very, very good. Then that's a foul. This is superb. Gautam is here. Gautam, how are you doing? How I've missed all of you guys. How I've missed all of you guys on this channel. Wow. But it's interesting. It's interesting, Gautam. Rico Lewis is playing it right back. Rico Lewis is playing it right back. Nico Riley is essentially playing as a cam. Nico Riley is essentially playing as a cam. Wow. Gautam says, new season, same energy, come on City. How are you feeling about this, Gautam? Because everywhere I see on social media, on Reddit, everywhere, Gautam just missed you to mate. Gautam, how do you feel about this new season? Because everywhere I see on Reddit and all, it's almost like so much of negativity. This is excellent one-touch football from City. Erling Haaland dropping deep and Erling Haaland, the ball wasn't good. Ah, wow, what a sequence of play. Wow, just look at that, sequence of play, Gautam. Just look at that one touch passing there. From the start of the move to the end of the move, Pep Guardiola would have been impressed with how Erling Haaland did his work there. Wow. Nick is here. Hey, Nick, how are you doing? Nick says this year the PL will be won by a club that starts with an A. It's Aston Villa. Nick, I just wanted to tell you, for God's sake, Nick, I think it's not Arsenal. That's what I want to tell you, and you told it's Aston Villa. Well, Nick, at least Aston Villa have an European trophy. Arsenal don't. It's a corner. Impressed by City's start. Next is doing okay. How do you feel, Nick, about this? Because, like as Gautam, because everywhere I see in the social media, it's especially after the Community Shield game, it's just what I would say. The energy is down. Everyone is so pessimistic about this season. Everyone's like, we've got the wrong guy in Maresca. Everyone's just, everyone's celebrating Maresca's, dare I say, downfall, things like that. And it was sad to see so much of down energy in our club social media thing and all. I mean, the fans, this thing. So, how are you guys feeling about the season? How are you guys feeling about the season? That sequence of play leading up to Rico Lewis' shot was outstanding. Nick says still too early. Honestly, I was disappointed by what happened in the Community Shield. Not the result, but not the result. But for me, the way Maresca played, lot of possession in easy areas. Look at Anton Semenyo go. Look at Anton Semenyo go there. That's a foul and that's a card. That's a foul and that's a card. That's a card. The referee says clash. Yeah, with the Community Shield thing, referee says clash of legs. But just look at Semenyo go on that left hand side. Wow. It's superb. But the way Maresca kept possession in those safe areas, in our defensive third, that's what I was disappointed by. Well, if you want to lose the game, take the attack to the opposition. I mean, this was Pep's famous words, in his second season, the famous 100-point season, Centurion season. He said, guys, you need to learn to play football with courage. That's what I thought was missing in Enzo Maresca's Community Shield game. But Phil Foden with the free kick, what has not changed is our shit set pieces. Anton Semenyo is just playing outstanding on that left. Nick says, let's say after at least 8 games. Gautam says, really happy that the fraud Brazilian is out of the club now. I feel relieved. Gautam says, what a day to start the season with a here we go already done for Buwardi. Buwardi is done, Gautam. Buwardi is done and Allen will be done. I don't know what you, what do you think of the Allen guy, Gautam? Because you have more of a sense of, spotting out Brazilian talents that I do because I was fascinated by Savinho, but I'll put my hands here and accept now that I was wrong about Savinho. The guy just couldn't finish. But the Allen is interesting, and I expect Allen to have a here we go. But Gautam, our fraud Brazilian has fetched quite a lot of money, right? 100 million euros. 100 million euros. Wow, for someone who has scored what, 3 goals or 2 goals in last 3 years. City have been playing very, very good this first 7 minutes. And also got them that move which Rico Lewis had a shot off, right? That move was outstanding. That move was very, very good. And we're playing direct, look at it. Anton Semenyo there. We are playing direct into Semenyo, into Haaland. Semenyo is just looking wow on that left hand side. I'm just missing Ryan Sherky here. That's the only thing. O'Reilly is good, but Ryan Sherky's creativity is something else. Mistake by Semenyo, but it's fine. He's chasing the ball. That's very good tracking back there. That's excellent tracking back there by Phil Foden. Rico Lewis is a fascinating one. We'll reserve our thoughts after the game for this. We'll reserve our thoughts for Rico Lewis after the game. Gautam says, we did Spurs really bad. You know what, Gautam? What will be really bad? Savinho will still score only 2 or 3 goals a season for Spurs. And bloody hell, those goals will be against us. Remember last season, Solanke scored what, 2 goals or 3 goals the entire season, and those 2 goals was a scorpion kick against us. And we were 2-0 down. And we were 2-0 up against Spurs. And Gautam says, I would have preferred Hatch. Haven't heard of him, Gautam. Honestly, where does he play? I mean, which country, which club is he in the Brazilian league or what? The setups, Rico Lewis, does Rico Lewis have a position today? Yes, he is. Nunez would fit this system perfectly well, I think. Because he's defensively very, very good and he's a central midfielder who's played in the Premier League in that position and he's been one of the best right backs last season in the Premier League. So what about Adam Wharton, Gautam? I think we do Adam Wharton. I think we get Adam Wharton before the end of the window. I somehow have that feeling we get Adam Wharton. Okay, Haji Musa from Feyenoord. I'll just go and check some of his clips out there. But I reckon we get Adam Wharton, Gautam. I don't know why I have that feeling we get Adam Wharton. Because surely it seems he does not have any faith in Nico Gonzalez. Don't know why. Nico Gonzalez, I like the player, but don't know why Maresca does not have much faith in him. Looks like it. Otherwise, he should be starting today. So I think Nico Gonzalez goes to Newcastle, and I think we get Adam Wharton. That's what the feeling is for me. Margehi, excellent from Margehi. Elliot Anderson there. Yeah, and Elliot Anderson are playing as two pivots, to be honest. Gautam says he is the real big thing at 24. Perfect age of blasting the league. Very good ball there. Anton Semenyo. I just couldn't reach Semenyo. The defenders read it very well, but we've been defending good. We've been defending good at least for this level, for this first 12 minutes. We've been defending good. The only problem for me is Rico Lewis defensively. Offensively, he's very, very good, but defensively, Rico Lewis. Gautam says Allen is preferred by us because of his defensive outlet. His work rate is really good. I just did a bit of research on him, Gautam, about this Allen because everyone on City social media were absolutely pessimistic when we were getting Allen, when we are linked to Allen, to be honest. But I did research on him, and like you said, his work rate is insane. Ah, don't know how Erling Haaland didn't score that. Don't know how Erling Haaland didn't score that. How did Erling Haaland not score that, Gautam? How did Erling Haaland not score that? His work rate is insane, and also he is a very good one-on-one winger. He is a very good one-on-one winger. Crossing is weakness, but he is an excellent one-on-one winger. He's said to be an elite one. I mean, people are saying even in the Brazilian league, like in 3 years, he's have only had 10 goals and all. But I think people also must realize, like I think people also must realize that Ryan from Bournemouth has been outstanding since he joined Bournemouth, right? Even he was from the Brazilian league. I think he was from Palmeiras or something. I don't know, but when he had what like 10, 11 goals in in 3 seasons or something there. So Haaland couldn't time it. That should have been 1-0 City. Great cross from Nico Riley and Haaland just couldn't time it. That should have been 1-0 City. He couldn't time it. Haaland couldn't time it. Haaland couldn't time it there. Good save, Donnarumma. Good save, Donnarumma. Good save there by Donnarumma. Yasko Guardiol with that mistake again. Guardiol two mistakes. Good save, Donnarumma there. Alex called. Gautam, do you have any underrated picks or suggestions from a fantasy team? It's a fantasy draft which I'm playing. So, do you have any suggestions, stuff from a fantasy team? Any underrated players that you want me to look at? Darling Allens. Gautam says, yeah, Allen has the ability to make good runs. Hope he doesn't have that mental block. Also, it's almost mainly striker, Gautam, mainly striker. See, I'll tell you, my strikers are Beto, Promise David, and who's the other one? Dominic Solanke. Beto is not starting. It seems Thierry scored a goal. So I don't want Beto because I want a striker who at least plays 90 minutes. So I can remove Beto and also Promise David. I think he'll start for Brighton. Dominic Solanke, I don't know. So at least one striker for the striker position. And also it's a draft, so I cannot take the player which others have taken. So we are a 10-man league, and most and all the strikers, most of the good strikers have been taken. So I'm like, and my drafting position was like ninth. So you can imagine. Elliot Anderson, Ruben Diaz. Good start from City, I would say. Semenyo, domination, no boring possession, domination. Every time we are on the ball, we try to do something. This is good there from Enzo Maresca. I've enjoyed his tactics till now. It was boring in the Community Shield. Did he make it boring on purpose? Should have played the ball early there. Phil Foden should have looked for run of Rico Lewis and he should have played the ball early there. Whenever Rico Lewis is playing, one thing is he goes and makes those runs nice and early, so he can just slip that ball in instead of crossing. I Gautam says, what is the pool of players left? Uh, I mean, I would say Gautam that the top like the top 20 strikers are gone. I would say the top 20 strikers are gone. When I say the top 20 strikers, your Haaland, Isak, in that way the top 20 strikers are gone. So apart from that, anyone from the relegation team or something like that. I've actually looked at the Aston Villa striker who's Maja, I think, but he was already taken by someone. And then I think the Coventry City striker is sorry, the Ipswich Town striker is good. I think Emerson or something. So yeah, but any suggestions? Gehi again jumping under the ball. Phil Foden. I think Gautam Allen walks straight into the team because Foden's not someone to play on the right. And also you're looking for him to give crosses. So I don't know. Elliot Anderson, Josko Guardiola, Nico O'Reilly, nice and early. We're playing long balls, which is good. We're playing long balls, which is good. Look at it. Elliot Anderson is just not a good long ball by Elliot Anderson, but it's interesting. Like, we're going long. We are going long, which is very, very nice. Gautam says Ollie McBurney just did United bad. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Right? The Coventry City striker Ollie McBurney. Yes. He was such a threat, Gautam, on set pieces and all. Yesterday yesterday was like I went out and I was just roaming in a mall and I was like looking at the phone and United were 1-0 down. I thought, they'll make a comeback. 2-0 down. After some minutes, I checked the phone and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god, what's happening? Wow, United. I think Gautam, it's the same cycle with Manchester United. Uh, get a manager sacked, hire a new interim manager. The players make him feel like he's the best manager in the world. It cannot be, Gautam. It is not right because from January to the end of the season, statistically, United were the best team in the league. They had better win percentage than Arsenal, who won the title, and Arsenal had to pretty much win a lot of games as well in that period. So this is just not right. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they after he was appointed, they were statistically the best team in the league. for the remainder of the season. And then the next season comes, September to December, they play like a relegated bunch. They get the manager sacked. A new manager comes in. This relegated team suddenly plays like they can win the bloody European Championship. Last season, if Carrick under United played PSG, I would not have been surprised if they defeated PSG. It just cannot be right what is happening at United. It absolutely cannot be right. Gautam says other mentions Emerson, Ipswich, Haji Wright, Coventry, Visa, Newcastle. Visa's already taken. Visa's already taken. The league's so competitive that someone took Nicholas Jackson, Gautam, because he was linked to bloody Aston Villa. They already took him. They already took Nicholas Jackson. He's not available. Emerson, yeah, I'll check that out. He says so Haji Wright and I'll check that out. Actually, if someone wants midfielders in draft, I think fantasy draft, I think Julio Enciso also can be a very good pick from Ipswich. If someone can have both Emerson and Julio Enciso, I think it would be a good pick. What do you feel about this Trafford and Donnarumma situation, Gautam? Because yesterday again Trafford was outstanding for Leeds, and in one of the preseason, someone posted a clip on City's group in a subreddit that that the clip was Trafford was his ball playing ability something it was very good. So how what do you think about this situation? Because a lot of fans there were still feeling bad. We kept Donnarumma and got Trafford out. Interesting that City are playing long balls. Wow. Good work there from Mark Gahey, Anton Semenyo. That was a foul on Semenyo. I think but Ryan's work rate is very good. Ryan's work rate is very good, and I think Alan's work rate is the same as well. It's a corner for City, nothing more than that. It's a corner for City. Good tackle from Ryan there. Just look at Ryan's work rate, outstanding. That is excellent from Ryan. I think if Alan can give that sort of work rate, it's very good. I thought it was a corner, but anyway. Bournemouth are not able to play their game. This is excellent from City. That high press, outstanding. Just look at all of us, all of them go. Yes, Bournemouth are playing out from the press, but it will take time to get that press coordinated. But Bournemouth score. Bournemouth score. I think it's Travanier. Travanier scores for Bournemouth. One counter attack and boom. Bournemouth score. Excellent from Bournemouth. One counter attack and boom. Excellent that one from Bournemouth. Ivan Nelson and Travanere. Ivan Nelson with the pass and Travanere finish. Wow. We went for the press and Bournemouth hit us in the counter attack. No, no worries, no worries. Come on, City, no worries. Come on. I have Decipher Gautam in my fantasy draft league. He scored a goal. He's a defender. He's listed as a defender, but he's playing on the left wing. And he scored a goal. He's assisted one. Wow. In honesty, I mean, honestly, City should have scored, but Haaland missed that chance. Rico Lewis. It's another goal kick for Bournemouth. It's another goal kick for Bournemouth. But again, that the goal Bournemouth scored was pure counter attack, and that is what happens when you get your press wrong. There was nothing with the way City were playing, but it was just City's press. City's press was wrong, and Bournemouth hit them on the counter. That's all. City's press was wrong over there. City's press was wrong, and it gets time to get used to the press. I can understand. I mean, who stays, who goes, when should we press together, all of those things, it takes time. Josko Guardiola, Elliot Anderson, Ivan Nelson is just going in on Elliot Anderson there. He's sitting on Elliot Anderson there, Ivan Nelson. I think Ivan Nelson is just a little bit away from a booking. Gautam says we have a right to match the price of Trafford. That's interesting. Didn't know about that. That is interesting. He just could not control it. It's a free kick to Bournemouth. But that goal was a typical counter-attack goal. I just remember the first season, Gautam, of Pep Guardiola, where not like this, but there were silly mistakes. You remember Everton, where we lost 4-0? We tried to play out from the back, we lost the ball. Leicester, I think we lost 3-0 or 4-0. So I think it's a first season. We have to accept. I think a lot of people are thinking as if first season Maresca will come in and win you the league, just like Slot did. But what Slot did was Klopp's team. Here, it's almost like a lot of players have been replaced, right? There will not be many clean sheets this season. Let's get used to that first thing. Not be many clean sheets this season. And on Semenyo. What a ball that is from Elliot Anderson. Wow, that is elite. That is elite from Elliot Anderson. Again, I mean, we are the better team in this match. Though better teams don't always win football matches. I'm clear about that logic, that concept. But Josko Guardiola does very well there in a foot race with Ryan. Josko Guardiola does absolutely very well, and Guardiola has the pace. We must remember, and Josko Guardiola is going. Gautam, what is lacking? On the right hand side, there is no bloody width. I know Maresca likes to play with inverted wingers. At least on one side, you got to have the width, right? So that you can stretch the opposition. Both, especially on this left, on our right hand side, both Lewis and Foden both are inverting. This is where I think Matthews Nunez can make a difference this match because you would want your fullback to be on the outside. You do not want so many people to, unless you're Leeds United where you just where you just fled the box. That's a difference in a almost a good ball. It was to Erling Haaland. Good defending, I must say. Very good defending. He let Anderson as well. Ah, this is very good football from City. Excellent football from City. We have Bournemouth on the ropes. Travanier is running with the ball. We have Bournemouth on the ropes. We have Bournemouth on the ropes, guys. This is good positioning there from Kushanov. We have Bournemouth on the ropes. Just the believe, guys, believe. We can get the goal. Believe. We are losing Gotham, but I don't know why. I sense an amount of positivity around this game. There is a positivity which I can sense around the game. We are losing, but it's not like 2 seasons ago and last season, in the January February period where we were good. This is actually this positivity. There is actual positivity. Phil Foden's been absolutely not good. Phil Foden's not been any good. Phil Foden's not been good, Gautam. Hugo Viana is there. Ferran Soriano is there. Khaldun is there, I think. Though I cannot see Khaldun there. I don't know if he's there, but Hugo Viana is there. Ferran Soriano is there. The football's good. The football's very, very good. Till now, we have dominated the ball. It's good. Gautam says Sharky should be on ASAP and Nunez as well, Gautam, because when we get the ball around the box of Bournemouth, there's no passing option on the right, which means they're able to defend narrow. If there is Nunez overlapping on the right, for example, and then cushion out Diaz and Guardiola can be a back three, which is what Maresca does in possession. And Nunez can put an excellent cross in as well. Because Rico Lewis is not the best when it comes to Rico Lewis is not the best when it comes to getting on the outside. So that's the thing. And also Alan can play right back as well. I think Rico Lewis, sorry, like you said, Sharky and also Matthews Nunez should be on ASAP. Look at Anton Semenyo, they're blasting past players. Nico O'Reilly. It's just over Foden. O'Reilly's been good. Ah, over Haaland. we are creating chances, Gautam. This should have been 2-0 at least, or 2-1. There, if I say it should at least have been 2-1, Gautam. We cannot. I cannot believe you have not scored a goal. The Rico Lewis chance, the Haaland chance. Now it's going over Haaland. And everybody, we are creating chances, guys. We are creating chances. I don't know why Elliot Anderson's made that challenge. There's no need. Erling Haaland. I think Semenyo will be his target. Ryan, look at Ryan doubling up on Semenyo. The work rate from Ryan is very, very good. I'm impressed. Margehi. Josko Guardiola. We need. I won't say there's a lack of creativity, but I just think when there's no width on the right, yes, it's fine. You're playing Rico Lewis, like you said, Gautam. We need some creativity from the middle, which I think Ryan Sherky can provide. Yes, I think we have to get Ryan Sherky ASAP. To be honest, it's Bournemouth's ball. Yes, Sharky should be on ASAP. Petrovic almost caught out there. Good pressing from Haaland. City have been exceptional, I would say. Considering it's Enzo Maresca's first game, City have been exceptional. Margehi. Ah, what a save! What a save that is from Petrovic. What a save that is from Petrovic. Adam says Ryan and Krupi Jr. will very soon become the hot prospects in the league, but is this going in? It was, I think, good save from Petrovic. They will. I think Krupi Jr., if he was not injured, I think Barcelona, not just the league, Adam, I think Barcelona, I'm sure, would have taken him for more than 100 million, which is superb considering he's not even had one full season. And in a market where there are absolutely no right wingers in a market, Gotham, there are absolutely no right wingers. I thought that went in. Tavernier is just Tavernier is just something else. Wow. Tavernier is just such an underrated and a good player. But except for Bournemouth's goal and that shot from outside the box, from inside the box, we have not conceded much. That was a good, nice and early ball. Good defending from City there. This will be an intriguing match in the second half. It's been good end to end. When called upon, our defending has been good. I just think that Sherky movement, because Sherky can Gagam just exactly that pass. I mean, the pass of Ryan, the shot of Ryan, the runs that Ryan makes, the work rate Ryan gives. I don't know, Gautam. If I was Liverpool, paying that bloody 140 for Ryan and getting him out of Bournemouth rather than Bradley Barcola, who does not know how to finish. Bradley Barcola does not know how to finish. This is a good save from Donnarumma because he's looked at Ivan Nelson, I think, was coming in and he's pushed it away from him. So that is very good from Donnarumma. He's been good. Donnarumma made a couple of saves. If they're paying 140 for Bradley Barcola, Gautam, Ryan should be 280. Because I don't rate Bradley Barcola much. He's not got a finish. and all he relies more on his pace. But Ryan's got the footballing IQ along with pace, work rate, everything. He's not a luxury player, Ryan. I don't know why Semenyo didn't shoot the first time. I don't know what Semenyo was trying to do there. Yes, we should keep an eye on him for the future. Let's see how it goes with this Allen guy. There's no doubt that Ryan was the Salah replacement. And also, I've researched a bit on Allen Gatham and I've learned that Liverpool have tracked him as Salah replacement a year ago or something like that. Aston Villa's bet 30 million, 35 million for Allen. So Napoli want him. And this is in the last one and a half year. What has happened? So I think Allen's and also I think Hugo Viana has a great eye on for these players, sort of underrated players, when you look at how he did his dealings at Sporting, the kind of transfer director he is. More than stars, he has this eye for what a good underrated player is. So I think with Allen, I think it's completely Hugo Viana signing, and you have to trust Allen him on that. I think. And on Semenyo, that's a free. That's a corner. Let's check what the score is in that Brighton game because I have decipher. And he's a defender listed but is playing in on the left wing and he scored a goal assisted one. Gautam says we are missing Doku. I thought Semenyo could run there, but yeah, we are missing Doku. We are missing Doku, that's for sure. The penetrative runs he makes. That's Gautam, how did we get Buadi for just 100 million euros? It's not pounds, 100 million euros, which means it's cheaper than Sandro Tonali. Which means how the hell did we sell Savinho for the same price that we are getting Buadi from? Hugo Viana, whatever you want to say about him, has been very efficient in the market in terms of the price. Erling Haaland as well. Get it as well to take the ball. It's a free kick to City. The XG is interesting. The XG is zero point 0.4 for City and 0.541 for City and 5.3 for Bournemouth and 68% possession for City. Wow, Brighton 4, Aston Villa nil. This is interesting. Plus one of added time and Brighton are running right over uh, Aston Villa. Elliot Anderson And then Semenyo last attack of this half. And I think that's half time. That's half time. To be honest, Bournemouth are playing as a counter-attacking team. I think I don't know. Though Marco Rose is the manager. I think I don't know. Was it a foul by Alex Scott? I don't think it is. So it's 1-0. Enzo Maresca's first game in charge. We need to accept games like this season because people have to understand it's not like even Pep Guardiola didn't do that. There are principles of Enzo Maresca which he will try to instill in them, and players need time to own those principles. Players need time to own the manager. Players need time to believe in the ideas of the manager. So we need time. These kind of matches at home, away, they will be suffering this season. I tell you, they'll be suffering this season. They will be suffering this season for sure. We have to get accustomed to both the bad times and the good times this season. I mean, people might still think, yes, do we have a chance of winning the league? I mean, let's be realistic. No, it took Arteta 9 years to get the league. Come on, and you're expecting Enzo Maresca to come and do it in the first year. You might spend any amount of money, but it's not, the money will not instill the principles. It's not robotic. It's not you're telling 11 robots with the best engines. There's not Formula One. Even in Formula One, with the best engine, you need a very good driver. So So I just think that we need to be patient. We need to be patient with what's happening here. Need to be absolutely patient. My thoughts on Enzo Maresca's my thoughts on Enzo Maresca's first 45 minutes as city manager is we were excellent in these 45 minutes. We were absolutely excellent. Please don't ask me the question that if you are excellent, why did you concede goals? Mate, this is football. You can be absolutely excellent for 180 minutes in two legs in a Champions League and get knocked out. You can be excellent for 90 minutes and still not win the game. These things happen. We were very good. The press I thought was not as much coordinated as I would have liked to, but we are playing the ball nice and early into Erling Haaland. There's no boring possession at the back. No, the defenders just kept possession when it's needed. That's all. If the idea was if there was no way to pass the ball around, we hit the long ball. We kept Ryan back in order to defend against Semenyo. We pinned him back. So many good signs, many good signs. A passing, the zip, the accuracy, everything's good. The players, it seems, know which position to be. Couple of runs Rico Lewis made, inverting inside was very good. I thought the defense was a bit disjointed in the Community Shield against Arsenal, which today it wasn't disjointed. It was good. So I like what I'm seeing, but I think with Rico Lewis, you're kind of having it narrow on the right hand side. What I would like is Matthews Nunez to provide width on the right hand side and Foden to invert inside. And also, I think the right hand side, Foden was not good at all. Foden was not at all good. And one more, and all the space was on the right hand side. Foden was not good at all on the right hand side. I would even be thinking to switch Semenyo to the right and play Jack Grealish on the left. That could be better. Bayaji says Rico and Foden struggling to keep possession. They get fouled as soon as they get the ball. Also miss chances and our own corners turn into nightmares. Same old problems. Luis as right back has zero positioning sense. Exactly, Bayaji. Exactly my thoughts. The entire game, Bayaji, was very good. Unlike in the Community Shield, the defense was good. There was nothing like miscommunication, disjointing of defense. We passed the ball around well. We did not keep boring possession like in the Community Shield. We did not keep possession in our defensive third. We hit the balls. We hit the balls long long to Haaland. The quick play was very good. There was a sequence in the first half, I think 10-15 minutes when it went, when Erling Haaland, made the tackle, gave the pass, and set off on his bike. It was an excellent move with Rico Lewis, which ended with Rico Lewis hitting the post, I think. So some of the moves were very, very good. But like you said, the problem is all on the right hand side. Bournemouth is shutting down Semenyo with man marking him with two, but he's still doing a good job. And then and then after that, Rico Lewis is cutting in. Foden is looking to cut in. There's no space. There's no space, and that just means Bournemouth know that they can defend narrow and press as high because there's no outlet on the right. And again, Bayaji. Did you see the first goal, Tavernier? Rico Lewis losing his man. Rico Lewis should have been covering Tavernier over there. Rico Lewis defensively just cannot be trusted. Bayaji says should be looking at a world class winger. As Doku can't be trusted at all. Gets injured every season and will be losing his pace with every injury. Was never hyped about him last season. We were missing Doku. Yes, the injury record is something that is concerning. But Haaland honestly should have scored. Haaland should have scored that. That's in the replay. But what is your view on Haaland, Bayaji? Because I think we are going out for right winger because right now the right wing is completely empty, and the problem is except Bradley Barcola, there's no right wing in market. There's no good right winger in the market there. I personally feel, don't know why, but Ryan has the same profile as, sorry, Allen has the same profile as a Ryan when Ryan came to Bournemouth. So I probably think Allen might not be a bad signing on the right hand side. And also, when signing these underrated players, I think I trust Hugo Vienna a bit more than I trusted Tixiki Bagaristan because Tixiki Bagaristan was very good at signing these world class big play. I mean, the superstar players. But I think Hugo Vienna has got this knack, like what is his work in sporting and all, and to actually sign these big players. I mean, these underrated players. So, Ayub Buwadi done, which is good, and then Allen, which will be done for sure. Kandani, Isaiah Kandani, how are you doing? He says, is it done for Foden at City if it doesn't perform this season? Foden's a mystery. Foden's a mystery Countaineer which Pep Guardiola has barely cracked. Which Pep Guardiola has cracked, and he was the only manager who could crack it. Because I mean, when it comes to Phil Foden, and people asking me, is it done? Is it done, Phil Foden? Is it done for Phil Foden at City? My question to them is, guys, what is the best position for Phil Foden? It's not a cam, it's not a right wing. The best position for Phil Foden is that position. They say the hole. The hole is the position in between the cam and the striker. So how do you fit Phil Foden into that position? Do you play a 4-4-1-1 then? Then what happens to your wingers? If you play a 4-4-1-1, because when you play a 4-4-1-1, I reckon you have to play your wingers a bit more narrow rather than wide. So there are tactical questions to get the best out of Phil Foden. Phil Foden, you'll not see him return to his best when he's playing on the right wing or when he's playing as a cam. No, Phil Foden's strength is take the ball and turn on the half turn and shoot. And that is only possible when you're playing in that hole behind the striker and ahead of the cam. So even when you see Foden's best seasons, when he's playing on the right wing, he's had the chance to cut inside and get into that hole, then turn and hit the shot. So how does Maresca get Foden into those positions, into that thing? So questions for Maresca with regards to Phil Foden in the current setup? No, you'll not see him return to his best. No, Foden can return to his best only in that position, just behind the striker. Why this is last season we conceded exact same type of goal against Spurs like today. Lewis was at fault. Then to I mean, Baiji, that's why Baiji, that's why when I was telling my thoughts at the start of this game, I was like, the game was good. City's everything was good. The only mistake was Rico Lewis and Phil Foden, and everything for Bournemouth, defense, attack, everything was down that side. That's all. And Rico Lewis completely left Travanese. You look at the other two defenders there with Rico Lewis. They were exactly good. The position was very, very good. Rico Lewis makes a mistake. He's in no man's land. Who is Rico Lewis marking? Answer my question, guys. Who is Rico Lewis marking over there? Okay, if an extra man came, it was overloaded, it was a 3v4, Travanir was the spare man, fine. Even if you had put a Maldini over there, he cannot do nothing because Maldini does not have a nitrous boost or wings. But Rico Lewis was marking no one. He was probably not even marking his shadow. Rico Lewis cannot mark a spelling test. That's how poor Rico Lewis is. By just keeping Grandpa Kova useless Lewis and selling Nico G who wants to stay horrendous. Will never understand Bayaji will never understand why they want to sell Nico Gonzalez, especially when last season when Rodri went out in Jet, Gonzalez came in, and until January, when Rodri came back and they removed Gonzalez out of the team, we were in the title race. And Nico Gonzalez was playing at his peak. And when we were hitting teams on counter for fun, that Anfield 3-0, 4-0, 4-1 of Liverpool at the Etihad, and then we defeated Bournemouth 4-0 at their home, I think. I mean, they had a lot of memorable results when Nico G was playing. Nico G suits the style very well. And Sumant makes a great point. That's the thing. Gehi in midfield is an absolute blunder. Sumant, honestly, I would say Gehi is not done bad, but I understand why you're telling it's a blunder. It's a blunder because if Gehi is back there, this goal doesn't happen. If Gay is back in the centre back position, this goal doesn't happen because if Gay is back there, then Kusana would have played at right back. Kusana, Diaz, Gay, Guardiola would have been a back four. Would not have happened. Would not have Kusana would have not played made that blunder. There is this obsession for Enzo Maresca to bring his fullback, invert his fullback into the midfield. I don't know what the hell is that. Why this is if an Italian manager can't take care of the defense with the likes of Guardiola, Diaz, Gehi, Kusanov, and Reese, then something is wrong with his tactics. The entire buck stops there by Rico Lewis. Because even if Matthews Nunez is there, it's not even something wrong with the tactics by because Rico Lewis was back defending. I feel your tactics are wrong if your defender is not able to get back. But the defender got back there. It was a 3v3. Rico Lewis was there. He just didn't have his man. At least let Tavernier turn you when hitting the shot. Rico Lewis was the mistake. I think because Rico Lewis got back there, he was just not marking his defensive senses. I mean, if you want to play Rico Lewis, bloody play it in him as an attacking midfielder or don't play him at all. It's simple. It's bloody simple. By just a centre back playing midfield like he's already John Stones. Let them first settle in your philosophy before experimenting. Foolish by Maresca. Rico Lewis by the entire answer stops with Rico Lewis over there. Gehi, it's a blunder, I do agree, so early on. But then you'll probably never see him play there again because Ayub Buwadi is the deal for Ayub Buwadi is done. So Bayu says we considered even against Korean All Stars who had never played together. Mariska better make amends in defense. Nunez, Bayaji, it's Matthews Nunez. I think Nunez is the answer. I want him to come in at half time already, Matthews Nunez, but the game's been good. Rico Lewis has been shit. Suman says Aitnauri, Nunez, and Sharky should come on as early as possible. Even Sharky, Suman. Just like Gautam also told earlier on, I think everyone here agree, like Suman says right now, Ryan Sharkey, Nunez I pointed out, but Ryan Sharkey is so bloody important. I mean this thing I'll put on Enzo Maresca because it's all very good, but then you want to play narrow with both Foden and Rico Lewis cutting in, which means the opponent will defend compactly. Then who have the creativity to break the compact block down? There's no one. Elliot Anderson, Nico Riley, Gehi, no one has the creativity to break it down. So that is where Maresca's gone running in. And then Rico Lewis cannot provide the width. Bloody sign a good right back. The game started. Bhaji says, yes, changes are must. Exactly, changes are must. And everyone of us agree, like Suman said, that Nunez and Cherki should come on, absolutely. The game will change once Nunez and Cherki come on. But one thing I'm impressed with is how fast we're moving the ball. The verticality has been outstanding. How fast we're moving the ball from back to front is very, very good. There's an urgency, which means the clean sheets will not be there, guys. All of you guys who have had City defenders in fantasy draft, I have two of them. If you're playing fantasy league, I have two of them. Do not expect any clean sheets this season. I mean, many clean sheets this season because it's going to be fast attacking football, as I can see, which means there will be chances even for the opponents to score. I want they're giving that process to Haaland, but maybe I think yes, Nico Ryle is moving a bit there closer to Haaland, but maybe I would want Phil Foden also to maybe move a bit closer to Haaland. I think for the second ball, especially is anticipation inside the box. See, that is the strength of Haaland behind the striker, playing behind the striker, the anticipation where the second ball falls. Those are the strengths. Goal scoring is the strength of Phil Foden, which is unique for a midfielder. Only few prize midfielders had that, like Frank Lampard. Look at the goal scoring stats of Phil Foden, they're insane. That's a foul on Anton Semenyo. I will not comment much on Anton Semenyo because Anton Semenyo has been man marked by Ryan and the left back, both of whom have very good defensive work rates. Sorry, Ryan and the right back. So I will not comment much on Semenyo has done what he can. But Maresca has to stretch the pitch more. That's my overarching feeling. Maresca has to stretch the pitch more. What I really like about this team is the risk with the pass. The risk with the pass is very, very good. They're playing football with courage, and the risk with the pass is very nice, very, very good. If only Rico Lewis could bulk up a bit. I would have actually gone for Coyote, Michael Coyote, to be honest. He can do all of these. He's very good on the ball. Ah, that was a very bad pass there. Was it Phil Foden who made that pass? That was very, very bad. It's diagonal. This is very bad by Phil Foden. Guys, your favorite Kovacic is warming up. Jack Grealish on the right will not be bad. But Semenyo, sorry, Jack Grealish on the left will not be bad. Jack Grealish on the right will obviously be bad. But Erling Haaland's improved so much of his game. The link-up play has been exceptional this season. It's a corner. Well done, Semenyo. Well done, Semenyo. See, when people are saying about Doku, it's that movement. Semenyo takes it and goes straight on. Doku does this and then goes. That is rare what Doku does, to be honest. Elliot Anderson with the corners. Foden took it mostly in the first half. I think let's see what Elliot Anderson does. These corners. Ah, Gay, he should have scored. Gay, he should have scored. That was an open goal for Mark Gay. That was an open goal, guys, for Mark Gay. That was an open goal for Mark Gay. That was an open goal for Mark Gay. That was an open goal for Mark Gay. Guys, what the hell is happening, guys? City should have scored 3 goals in this match easily. Haaland's one, this one, the Rico Lewis post one. Margay is making those runs. Wow. Seven years offside. That's a corner for City. City are just all over Bournemouth. Very, very good. Just enjoying this. just enjoying this. It's beautiful. It's the football's very, very good. The football's absolutely charming. Just I've enjoyed the football. I'm enjoying the football here. Again, Erling Haaland's work rate's been very, very good. Semenya, the way we are moving the ball from back to front is exceptional. The speed. That's a foul by Semenya. That's a foul, Semenya. Adam Smith's been good. Semenya. Elliot Anderson's winning the ball back very well, and they are just fouling Rico Lewis. Haaland was almost away on his bike. Haaland was almost away on his bike. Matthews Nunes is coming on. Just like last season, he listens to us. Matthews Nunes is coming on. Rico Lewis is off. This is the change we all wanted. This is the change we all wanted, guys. He probably wasn't fit enough to start, but yeah, Nunez is coming on. Now let's see how the structure changes now that Matthews Nunez is on. Mark Gay is not looked out of place, to be honest, and his advancing runs have been very, very good in this half. Let's see what happens on our right hand side with Matthews Nunes. Ah, already showing an impact there, Matthews Nunes. That cross, exceptional. Exceptional cross from Nunez there. It missed everyone. This is what we were missing with Rico Lewis. It's a free kick to Bournemouth. Let's check the Brighton. Nunez already showing the impact. That's why I think why don't we go and sign Michael Coyote as well? Because now without Nunez, it's just like we cannot play this system. City's press is good. City's press is very, very good. City's press is good. They've cornered the ball. Wow, this is good. City's press is very, very good. Very, very good. You send the ball back to the keeper again. They're just going all in on Elliot Anderson. Just look at that. I think Ivan Nilsson has to get a card. It's a disgrace. I think Ivan Nilsson has to get a card. It's Travanir actually now. They're taking turns just to, I mean, it's clear with Bournemouth, the man marking our CDM, if you'd call Elliot Anderson as that with the striker. Nunez. Good, we are controlling the game. At no point it is seeming that City are not in control of the game. Can we get a goal in the next 10 minutes? Ryan Sharkey has been prepared. Kovacic is also coming on. I think that will be the end of Elliot Anderson. Is it a precaution or is it an injury? I don't know. O'Reilly is coming off. So it's not Elliot. Oh, both O'Reilly and Elliot Anderson are coming off. This is interesting. Both O'Reilly and Elliot Anderson are off. So Kovacic and Sharkey are wow. Absolutely wow. Wow. What more I can say? Which means Gehi is the CDM, Kovacic and I cannot see Gehi playing a box to box role. So Gehi is the CDM and Kovacic and is the 8 and Cherki goes box to box. Sorry, Cherki goes cam. So quite interesting. I think it's becoming a bit more predictable now. Everyone wanting to go for Semenyo. They're just fouling Phil Foden like it's no tomorrow. Interesting is not taken out Phil Foden yet. I maybe thought he could take out Foden, Semenyo to that side and Grealish on the left end. Nunez has been looked very good since coming on. Overall, again, up to this point, I'm emphasizing I've liked the game City's playing and all. And some of the chances we have got as well. He's got an open goal, is missed. Haaland's missed an open goal there. Rico Lewis hits the post, so look at that. The injured Bournemouth player just got up and rushed to the ball. Ryan, one on one against Josko Guardiola. Guardiola does very well. That's good defending. Elite defending from Josko Guardiola. To show Ryan on the outside and not giving any options. Wonderful that by Erling Haaland. The work rate's been exceptional. If only Warden could have got there a bit earlier on. That little bit. The press is good, but that is excellent there from Margehi. Wow, this is again certain phases of player outstanding from City there. Margehi there. Foden's been bad in this game. Nunez, can you put a cross in? Ah, not good shot by Foden. He had other options. He had other options there, Phil Foden. Was not good. I'll see what's the Brighton versus Aston Villa score line. Still 4-0. Ryan Sherky, he's just slowed down the game a bit, Ryan Sherky, but I want him to get into attacking areas to be honest. Ryan Sherky there is holding the ball up well. Someone needs to take shoots now. It's almost the 70th minute. Bournemouth are just pumping. This is not Andoni Raiola's Bournemouth. They will sit back and hit you on the break. They will not go toe to toe with you. Kovacic. That's why I didn't understand playing Rico Lewis in the first place. Should have just played Kushano in that defensive line, that's it. And then maybe bought on Nunez after half time if the match isn't going well. Defense has generally been good. That one error was an individual error, not on the tactics on Rico Lewis. You might argue why did he start Rico Lewis? That I'll agree with. Should never have started Rico Lewis. Ryan Cherky, the control is good. They're looking to hit the ball long. Very good from Matthews Nunes. Excellent from Matthews Nunes. Ah! Chance for Erling Haaland. Haaland should have scored that. Someone of Haaland's caliber should have scored that. Come on. But look at Nunez again. This is what Maresca wants to do. Haaland should have at least tested the keeper. It was a good chance for Erling Haaland, and that one is left foot. Should have scored. Should have scored. The more I look at it, the more I see. He should have scored that. Glorious chances in this match. Bournemouth making changes. Glorious chances in this match. Good from City. Very good from City. Matthews Nunes has just lit the game up. He's changed the game. And the point has come on. Ah, should be Sherky in the middle. I'm sorry. Why is Foden playing as a cam? Right, he's playing in the hole. He's not playing as a cam. He's playing in the hole. Good position for Foden. This is what we were talking about. The best position for Foden. Defending's been very good. Defending's been exceptional, I must say. They've been rock solid. Except Rico Lewis, who obviously is not a defender. Margehi. Again, Haaland. Third chance in this game for Erling Haaland. Haaland's just not hitting it. Haaland's just not on his stride. How many chance after chance after chance. This is not on Maresca. The chances are coming when Haaland. You have to score that Erling Haaland. Haaland's had the previous chance he had to score. He's had three easy chances Erling Haaland and he's missed all three. That is not on. This is again wonderful from Margehi there. Margehi, he's playing exceptionally in that role. Wow. Erling Haaland missing chance after chance after chance, guys. I'll just check the defensive contribution stats for this game. Let's see. For this game, the defensive contribution stats are well, Anton Silva is the highest. Is the one who's got 12, and then that's it. Can we score one goal? That's it. Because Haaland's had so many chances. I think we deserve a goal, to be honest. We deserve a goal. It's not like we have been absolute shite and very bad. Phil Foden's, I'm sorry, he's just being bullied off the ball too easily, Phil Foden. Which at his best he would not. He would take that turn and go with the ball at his best. That's what Phil Foden at his best is. Without having that attribute, you cannot win a Premier League title on your own for your team. The Grealish is coming on. Whom did he give? I think it's a yellow card for Phil Foden. It's a yellow card for Phil Foden. Haaland should have scored those chances, guys. Come on. Good save. That is a very good save from Donnarumma. Donnarumma's, I mean, the entire defense been excellent. Good save from Donnarumma. Not a straightforward one. Ball coming at you with pace. That's a push on the keeper. Has to be a foul according to the new rules. It's not a foul apparently. It's reduced a bit the pushing and fouling compared to last season, but City should have scored at least two goals. Erling Haaland missing sitters. Erling Haaland missing absolute sitters. They're wasting time. Come on, guys, get on with it. They're wasting time. Ah, Margehi with the open header. So at least four open goals you have had. So manager, what else can you do? It's a free kick in for Bournemouth. It's a free kick for Bournemouth. Any other transfer news? Let us see. Jack Grealish is coming on. Look at that. The XG for City is 2.04. The XG for City is 2.04. And the XG for Bournemouth is 0.63. That tells you the story of this match. And it's not Petrovic has had a world class. This is Haaland that have scored 3-4 goals today. Can it be a memorable last 10-15 minutes for Enzo Maresca? Look at that, Caldoon's there, Ferran Soriano's there, everyone have come in anticipation of a grand beginning. Erling Haaland is through on goal, Erling Haaland is through on goal, Erling Haaland is through on goal. Ah, defender recovered. Guardiola's been outstanding against Ryan today. Look at that skill, elite defender, Josko Guardiola. Can we score a goal? It was 2.04 XG against 0.63. City's XG is 2.04. Wow. Very good ball. It's a corner for City. The runs Nunez is making are exceptional. Exceptional runs by Nunez. The runs that he's making, wow. Bournemouth are doing well not to waste any time, but there's a rule, right? You can't waste much time. There are certain rules that have come to effect. Can City score from this? Yeah! City scores! It's Margehi! Margehi missed an open goal and he scored one now! The header! Come on! This is the memorable grandstand finish that we have been waiting for! Come on, City! Woo! Come on! Woo! Come on! What a goal that is! Come on! Was it Phil Foden with the assist? What a header that is! That is a point blank header. Outstanding from Gehi. It's 1-1. Nothing less than City deserve. Everything was possible because of that superb run which Nunez has made. Is still making it. Semenyo did not realize it. That run which Nunez has made has led to the corner. which then we got the goal from. And also, it's so ironic, right? I'll have to discuss with the guys here that set pieces were our worst thing. And we scored the first goal of Enzo Maresca's era in the Premier League from a set piece. I'll take a draw as well now. Hopefully, we don't concede. Hopefully, we don't concede. Josko Guardiola again. That is excellent defending there. Kushanov, wow. You're a beauty, you're a warrior, Kushanov. Come on. Wow. The defensive performance today has been exceptional. It's extraordinary. The referee is not giving any fouls now. Focus, guys. Focus. The referee is just not giving any fouls. Focus. This is an end-to-end game. Never a game has been this end-to-end in a Pep Guardiola era, right? The game I remember is against Fulham, where it was 6-4, 5-4 or something, where we were 5-1 up and Fulham came back 5-4. You rarely get games like this in Pep Guardiola era. It's going end to end now in the Maresca era. You're getting it from day one. It's going end to end. This is going to be box office city, guys. It's going to be absolutely box office city this season. Whatever might happen this season, fasten your seatbelts, guys. This is going to be a hell of a season from what we have seen. Offside. Defender was offside. Bournemouth are making a change. The XG is very, very interesting. The XG is 2.16 against 0.63. It's Ryan Sherky with the assist. Jack Grealish, it's the charm of Jack Grealish. It's the charm of Jack Grealish, I must say. Already enjoyed this match, clearly. A few people will say it's the charm of Jack Grealish. Can we create one more chance? Donnarumma as well. Gautam, I'm enjoying this match, Gautam. I'm really enjoying this match. Wow, it's there's so much space. There's so much space. Just look at Ryan Sharkey there. Ryan Sharkey there. Wow, the way he's manipulated that ball. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish. Wow. Gautam, if we had our chances converted, this would have been done. Gotham 2.63 XG versus 0.63. They didn't even have an XG of 1. See, Haaland has missed at least 2 open chances. He's missed an open header. Rico Lewis hit the post. Erling Haaland on his left foot should have scored. On the top of my head, on the top of my head, I think 5. There are 5 chances. XG of 2.63. 2.63. Counting as Sharky wasted a transition there. I would give him the benefit of the doubt, Counting because on the TV screens we do not know what is there behind. Maybe behind there was a chance of Bournemouth hitting him on the break. The players were not in position. We do not know. We can't see that. So when there's always a chance for quick transition and a player doesn't make it, and we cannot see the picture, I tend to give them the benefit of the doubt because especially in this situation at 1-1, you don't want to concede another chance to Bournemouth. But Jack Grealish, Jack on the right's been very, very good controlling. Sorry, on the left's been very, very good controlling possession and all. But Matthews Nunes changed the game. Gautam, did you look at that run which Nunez made that led to the corner and which Sharky took and Gehi scored? Wow! Wow! It's offside. Oh, it's offside. It's offside. Whoa, that is wonderful technique from Sharky there. Whoa, I thought he scored there. I thought he scored there. Let's see. Did he go in early? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Ah, he's onside. He's onside. He's onside. Guys, he's onside. Guys, he's onside. He's onside, right? He's onside. I mean, I was seeing the line wrong. He's onside. He's onside. What did I miss there? Guys, what did I miss there? In the replays, I think he's onside. Guys, Guardiola is onside. Guys, Josko Guardiola is onside. Guys, Josko Guardiola is onside, right? Guys, Josko Guardiola is onside, right? At least in the first pick which I saw, it seems he's onside. Wow! He's given it! He's given it! Wow! Wow! Come on! Enzo Maresca! Arise up and running! What a match! Wow! What a match! Goal! What a match! Two assists for Sharky! This is stunning! Wow! What a match! From misery to delight! Wow! Wow, guys! Wow! What a match, guys! Woo! What a match, guys! Look at the control from Sharky there. Look at the bloody control. Look at the bloody run. The way Guardiola held that one. You got to be a striker, mate. You got to be a bloody striker, mate. You got to be a bloody striker. I hurt my hand. I banged the wall. I hurt my hand. But in this eternal feeling, nothing hurts. Wow. He's onside. Wow. Kandanya says, flip your hats to Sharky. What a pass. I mean, there are very few players in the world. Of course, Kandanya, there are very few players in the world, right? In such a crowded situation, they can take the ball, turn with it. Like Sharky, I mean, they take the ball, control the ball like Sharky did. Look for Guardiola there, making that one. Wow. That is such a goal. It had shades of David Silva. Now don't throw it away. My heart can't take it. Nothing can take it. Just blow the whistle. Is offside. They're offside. If this is what it is, going 1-0 down and then winning like this, then every day you take this kind of Maresca. Wow. What a start. You know what I was preparing for? A sad ending to the match where I can say we have been very good, missed chances, but we lost. We'll have to get used to this and all that. Fuck all of those things. Fuck all of those things. Bloody hell, Jack Grealish, keep the ball. Jack Grealish, keep the ball in the corner. Keep the ball in the corner. Keep the ball in the corner. Keep the ball in the corner, mate. You know what Jack Grealish is he keeps the ball in the corner more securely than he keeps something in his pocket. It's a throw for Bournemouth. He's gonna add on one more minute. I think it's gonna go till 95. But just don't concede. Just don't bloody concede now. I can't take it. I bloody cannot take it. Erling Haaland, keep the ball. Jack Grealish, Erling Haaland, Ryan Sharky, Jack Grealish. How can you snatch the ball? How can you snatch the ball from there? I cannot take it. Let the referee blow the whistle. I just cannot take it. Let the referee blow the whistle. What? We won! Come on, City! This is what it means. This is what Wow, what a match this is. Could not have asked for a better match to start Enzo Maresca's era. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Enzo Maresca's era is up and running. And what a start. You cannot literally ask for a better start. 1-0 down, doom and gloom. And then in the last 7 minutes, it seemed like Fergie time, Pep's time, Fergie time. The late minutes were happening here. Wow, how, but the genius of Ryan Sharkey, the genius of Ryan Sharkey. This is what it is. Like Kandinya mentioned, flip your hats to Ryan Sharkey. What a pass! Of course, the touch and turn were also exceptional from Josko Guardiola. The, I mean, how many players are there in the world who can do the things which Ryan Sharkey did? And also the maturity from Ryan Sharkey, because I go back to Kandinya's other comment over there, because the timeline is important. Sharkey wasted a transition there. So now the maturity of Ryan Sharkey to waste that transition, because he probably knew something was there, because you know Ryan Sharkey is a player who plays the pass, and then the maturity of him to keep his calm, that 5 players were surrounding him to keep the ball there, and then thread that pass to Josko Guardiola. He didn't thread a random pass, because he exactly threaded the pass that allowed Guardiola the time to time his run. Otherwise, Guardiola would have been offside over there. He took us that is a pass through a needle. That is a pass which a David Silva can make. That is a pass which Zinedine Zidane could make. That is a pass which probably a Xavi Hernandez could make. I mean, you look at the players I'm counting. Kevin De Bruyne could make. That is elite comparison there. That is the company Ryan Sharkey is in. Wow, that pass. I'm still not able to digest that pass. Wow, what a pass from Ryan Sharkey. The run was exceptional from Guardiola, the turn and run, but the pass was more difficult. So you can just look at how difficult the pass was. Uh, I'm a bit out of breath here. I'm a bit out of I'm a bit out of breath here, guys. I'm a bit out of breath here. So keep your comments coming, and I'll just take a bit of time to get my breath back. I mean, what a match! I'm still swallowing it. You know what just happened? This is what it means. Wow. Just look at Maresca celebrating. Just look at wow. I mean, guys, what a treat we have had after a long time, guys. For a long time. This is what a match this is. Especially, guys, when was the last time? When was the last time, guys, that we were 1-0 down and came back to do this? In the last 2 years under Pep, I cannot remember. In the last 2 years when we went 1-0 down, I just can't remember that we did something like this. I just cannot. Fresh energy, fresh passion. And we needed something like this. Because, after the Community Shield until the start of this match, like I was mentioning before, the fans were down. All of the social media accounts of City fans, everyone were, doom and gloom. Nothing's there. So everyone needed that. This was something. And imagine we lost 1-0 or 2-0 to Bournemouth today. What the meltdown would have been. On the opposite side, look at it. I mean, and also the manner of the victory matters, because if you would have just won it 2-0, 3-0, 1-0, whatever, everyone's like it's at home. Well, yes, City won. More tests to come. There are more tests to come, of course. I do agree with that. But the way we won, 84th, 85th minute, if I'm not wrong, 85th minute. No, 85th minute, 1-0 losing, and then we scored 2 goals in the last 8 minutes. The spirit which we showed, the way we didn't break under pressure, the way, because there was pressure coming into this match on Maresca, whether the right man was chosen for the club and all of those things. The spirit we showed, guys. One word I'll take away from this match is the spirit that we showed. Unbreakable spirit. We never gave up. We kept on peppering Bournemouth's goal. We did not give up that Haaland's missed so many chances. Not our day. None of that bollocks. No, we went until the door of Bournemouth was broken. That is what we did. Wow. Enjoyed the performance. Gotham just the City Premier League DNA just kicked in, and with this DNA, anything's possible. Maresca era begins with the blue moon rising. The blue moon rising. It will keep on rising. Gotham just told Yasharki was needed to assist awesome. But Gotham, let us not forget what Matthews Nunez did. In the build up to that first goal, the corner which Sharky did, his runs that he was constantly making, were outstanding from Matthews Nunez. That run led to a corner which Sharky put in Gay, he scored. Grealish is needed for the luck purposes, but he's finished as a player. And also Gautam with Grealish, what I thought was when he came in, he sort of allowed you to lock that left hand side a bit. He allowed you to lock that left hand side a bit. I mean, he allowed you to get the possession of the ball on that left hand side. I mean, and it's not easy because Phil Foden on the right hand side was not able to do that. He was getting bullied off the ball. He was being, soft fouls, which he was not getting, and all of that. Grealish did not allow all of that shit. He locked up that side on the left hand side, which actually allowed us Nunez to make those runs on the right hand side, which is not happening in the first half because Foden was getting bullied, Rico Lewis was getting bullied. So Grealish did a job. He maintained possession. People ask me what is Grealish's role in the treble winning season. I'm like, if City were under pressure in that entire Champions League campaign, especially, they would give the ball to Grealish and Grealish would hold it under extreme pressure, draw the fouls, turn the momentum, and then we continue playing. So Grealish was important in what happened in the match today. Though his name might not reflect in the assists and all, Grealish was so important. Why he says this is what Sharky can do. Create magic out of nothing. Foden better man up. What a finish by Guardiola. That's what I mentioned by Aji. The players who could do this on the top of my head. What Sharky did. Zidane, Xavi, Kevin De Bruyne, Ryan Sharky. So you can see the elite company that is in. Even Bruno Fernandes cannot do this. You ask hardcore United fans and they'll say Bruno Fernandes cannot do this. Even. So that's how good that pass was. And Bruno Fernandes was the best assist maker last season, at least according to stats. Bayaji says, we did that. Gautam says, Guardiola finishing is really extreme quality. And also Gautam, the coolness of that finishing. The way he just found that bottom corner. The far corner. The far bottom corner. You would expect that he's a cold-blooded striker. Wow. And then what the hell is this? You have Erling Haaland and two of your goals today are scored by Gay and Guardiola, two of your defenders. And also in my fantasy draft, Decipher scored a goal and Guardiola scored a goal. I know Decipher was playing left wing but is listed as a defender, so two defenders scoring the goals. City. Bayaji says, yes, Grealish should be sold or loaned or abandoned. I don't care. He's got nothing to offer. On those high wages, maybe he's not got nothing to offer. But if he's serious, I just think he could allow you to gain control of one side, which means he could pepper, he could attack on the other side, maybe. That's what I feel. Gautam says, I want to say the Peter Dury commentary. Really want to do it here. Shake out. I'm just visualizing what Peter Dury would have told on that on both of City's goals, especially the Guardiola one, and that especially on the Cherky assist. Why this is I was already preparing my inner philosopher and cursing Maresca left and right. Sweet win against a seemingly invincible Bournemouth. I was like, the XG was 2.63 something the last I saw versus 0.63 of Bournemouth. I was like preparing Bayaji that we played a good game, the defense was solid, but Rico Lewis, he messed it up. Phil Foden was not good and all of that bollocks, but now none of those bollocks. Enzo Maresca era begins because we showed that spirit. Bayaji says something was wrong with our players finishing today. It needed that tuning. Haaland and Gehi missed chances on a platter. Easy chances. Even if you had got decent contact of any of your body's part, that would have gone in. I don't know. We missed the easy chances by Ajay and we seemingly scored the most difficult ones. Gautam says Guardiol from the brink of despair, Guardiol from the brink of despair, elation, from catastrophic to cacophonic joy. How could this great team go unrewarded? How could they go without the prize, the stuff of stellar champions? Wow, wow, Gautam, wow, wow. Wow, that is exactly. It sounds like exactly. It sounds like Peter Dury there. But that is such a famous term from catastrophe to cacophonic joy. In which season did he say it? He said it in a. What was it? No, it was definitely not the Aguero moment. I think it was against Aston Villa where he actually, it was against Aston Villa when we came back from 2-0 down, he said it. Gautam says Etihad is bubbling up like it only does on special days. That's why City are a sensation. And Gautam, it's going to be box office. It's going to be absolute box office this season. And the way he's and the way we have played as well, right? It's none of that passing shit. It's none of that slow possession. It's the ball forward, it's the ball forward. The way we have attacked today, I'm actually delighted the way we have attacked today. The way we have attacked today, I'm actually delighted. And I mean, I tell Lee Adam Gordon, go and give the money for Michael Coyote and get him. Just imagine what Michael Coyote could do in that right back position. Nunez changed the game, guys. Nunez is the underrated story of today's match. Nunez is the absolute underrated story of Nunez today's match. And you know what's the best thing? In my fantasy Premier League draft team, I have Guardiola and Nunez both as my defenders. I mean, and both of them were instrumental, one indirectly and the other one directly. Why this is put two workhorses in double pivot and give Sherky a free role. I think that's what is going to happen by Aji. Elliot Anderson and Ayub Buwadi are going to come there and Ryan Sherky will be given a free role. But also, what do you guys think of Kovacic? How did he play? I thought he controlled it very, very well. I thought he was good today. But again, he made those runs forward. Kova was holding today. Kova maintained possession well. The strength of Kovacic is, I think when Bournemouth tried to press him a bit, especially in their trap areas, he retained possession. Against Arsenal, the problem was they dominated Kovacic physically. That Kovacic cannot maintain. But when a team is pressing high and you want to maintain possession, Kovacic is the answer. I think Ayub Buwadi is the answer as well, to be honest. Gautam says you have not lost a match with Nunez starting as a right back. Exception last game against Villa, dead rubber. And the runs he made as well, Gautam. Exceptional runs. He got the ball, sometimes he did not get the ball. Like you could see even when the ball was going left on the almost as the camera was cutting out, Nunez was going there on his spike those runs. Wow. I mean, Baye says Nunez is a new Rodri to keep the winning run going. Just think back to how did we get Nunez playing that position? It's just a destiny because just imagine Pep did not turn Nunez into a right back and we had Kusanov as a right back and Rico Lewis as the only two options as a right back. Pep did not turn Nunez and Nunez had not worked. Then what would have happened? I don't know. Because there are options in the market. Palestra, for example, but Palestra is shit defensively. Is excellent going forward. Rico Lewis is good going forward. Shit defensively. Nunez is that unique kind of right back, midfielder converted to right back, who is excellent defensively and is very good. His crossing is very, very good and the way he makes those runs because he's played as that box to box midfielder and he's dominated midfields for goals. Against United, I saw Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro and someone else, three people being, and Kobe Mainu, I think, being dominated by Nunez when he was playing for Wolves. So, wonderful. Why this is for 2 months Vienna, when every time asked about Buwadi, abhi karke deta hu, abhi karke deta hu. Finally, who are the next targets? Bayaji says yes, Villa game. But Bayaji, the price that I've looked at in surprise, the price that Vienna's got Buwadi for. It seems it's got Buwadi for around 95 to 100 million euros. If it's 95 million euros, the last I heard, I've seen 100, but how did Vienna manage to get Buwadi, who's had an exceptional World Cup, probably the top three CDMs, Gustos Rodri, but Buwadi is the second best CDM he was in the entire World Cup. How did he manage to get Buwadi for 100 million? The same price that we sold Savinho to Spurs, the shit Savinho who scored 3 goals or 2 goals in 3 seasons. I don't know. But Buwadi, they say he's tall, his IQ is good, his dribbling is very good, he's an excellent workhorse, his passing is good. Buwadi is like, is the next best player available to replace Rodri. But the price which Vienna is getting for, I mean, for these players, exceptional. I mean, Savio you sell for 100 million euros. Omar Marmoush, I've heard you're selling him for 55, 60 million euros. 160 million euros there. For Trafford, he's got 40 million euros, which I'm not happy with. 200 there. And then I mean, the prices which Vienna is getting for these players is absolutely insane. Vaji says yes, Villa game. Gautam says Villa, yes, after Gundo scored. That's just edged in my mind that day. And we were watching it live on our stream as well that day against Aston Villa. Gautam says was watching a rival fans already trolling after half time that Maresca is a fraud. Live after Pep is gonna be bad, and then this happens. Dixie rightly said. At the end, what we do is always win. I'll read again, Gautam, what you wrote there because that is what is that is what should define the Maresca era. Who's watching a rival fan fans already trolling after half time that Maresca is a fraud. Life after Pep is gonna be bad, and then this happens. Tixiki rightly said. At the end, what we do is always win. Wow, and the DNA managers may go, but the DNA never goes. And what Pep Guardiola imagine, what he would be experiencing, what after seeing this, what KDB obviously would be seeing this, and what Kuhn, Vincent Company, everyone would be experiencing after seeing this, and what our executives there, Tixiki, Kaldun, Hugo Vienna would be experiencing after seeing this. But honestly, guys, whom do you want? Do you want Michael Coyote or Adam Wharton? The style that we are gonna play, it's very interesting. The style that we are looking to play, I actually think Adam Wharton could be a perfect fit because we were looking to go long. To be honest, we were looking to go absolutely long whenever it is possible. So that is interesting. But my question today is why didn't he play Gehi right back? Then and maybe play Kovacic to that Gehi role in the midfield where he would come up and down. That would have been a much more sensible thing, I think, and then move Gehi into the midfield and then bring Nunez on at halftime because Rico Lewis really was not good. Maybe he wanted to give Rico Lewis that final chance. I don't know. Gautam says Wharton. Gautam says hope Elliott is not injured for long. I don't think it's an injury, Gautam. I just think it's a precaution. It's a precaution, I think. I think we are getting Wharton. We are getting Adam Wharton, Gautam. We are getting Wharton. We are getting Wharton. Just imagine that midfield of Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson, Ryan Sherky. Which means you have the best short range passer in the Premier League right now. Yes, it's Sherky and not Bruno Fernandes. It's Ryan Sherky. And then you have the best long range passer in Adam Wharton. And then you have Elliot Anderson who can switch play. I mean that midfield, best long range passer and best short range passer. That would just be a dream for Erling Haaland. Come on, let us do. I don't know where Boadi plays. Don't ask me now. I just don't know where Boadi plays. But I just hope that we get another right back because it's just too risky. I just don't know if there's anyone who's capable of doing what Matthews Nunez is doing, and the runs which Nunez is making is very, very good. So, I mean, Coyote also makes those kind of runs. But again, what a match, guys! What a match! The start of Enzo Maresca era, and I mean, thoroughly enjoyed it. Wow, outstanding! Absolutely outstanding. I was out of breath, and wow, wow, guys, absolutely wow. Again, and again, what a pleasure, right? That wow, Gautam Enzo Fernandez is a do not give Maresca Enzo Fernandez. Gautam, do not give Maresca Enzo Fernandez, please. I would want Adam Wharton in place of Enzo Fernandez. I'm happy. I'm happy with what the team is. I don't think I think Gautam. Chelsea want 150 for Enzo Fernandez, and there were these news that if City don't get Ayub done, then Enzo Fernandez is an option. But we have got Ayub now. So I don't think we go for Enzo Fernandez. Gautam says I don't think Chelsea will sell. Same problem with Wharton with Adam Wharton. Gautam says Palace not willing to sell. There's a news that I've read, Gautam, that Palace are actually in advanced talks for a deal with a player around, it's a club record, 30-40 million, something like that for Palace in Adam Wharton's position. So I think if you give Palace 120, they sell Wharton. You give Palace 120, they sell Wharton. Gautam, they sell Wharton because you look at it, we have the cash, right? 100 for Savinho in euros, 100 million euros for Savinho, 50, I mean 60 for Maresca. Sorry, not for Maresca. Who will buy Enzo Maresca for 60 million euros? Come on. For Marmoush is 60, that is 160. Rodri, what we have got around 70 million euros, that is 230. 160, 230, and then James Trafford another 40, 270 we have got. Then did I miss anyone? 270 we've got Rodri, Trafford, Marmoush, Marmoush, Savinium. So we're almost having around 270, and other small sales would have been there. So 270, 300 million euros we're having in the bank. What will you do? Does Hugo Vienna want to return a positive next pen trophy or something? I don't know. We have the cash. I think we can splash around 120 on Adam Wharton, 120 million euros on Adam Wharton. I think the best longer range passer in the Premier League. We've seen his passes, right? And when you pair him up with a destructor, it's going to be amazing. But again, it's fantastic, watching such a game. The start of Enzo Maresca, Sarah, and the way it has started, watching such a game with all of you guys. I mean, the way it's ended, it's always gonna be memorable. It's gonna be right up there with all of those big, big moments. Maybe it's not exactly the same thing as winning the Premier League trophy on the last day and all, but it will be, or the Villa game, but it will be up there with the way the how the era started and how we have and how we have been conversing through this and the way it's ended, the way we have jumped up and joy, the way we were, sad through the majority of the match and the way we jumped up and joy. This will be so memorable for me. Gotham just, I would love to have both Wharton and Anderson. That would be illegal, and rivals will try out City running away with the league. That's what I'm saying, Gato. And also and also it's beyond illegal if you add Ryan Sharkey to it, because Ryan Sharkey is the best assist maker, the best short range passer in the Premier League. Adam Wharton the best long range passer. Anderson the best at at winning the ball and all of that. Having, if you put Sharky in there, that would be even more than illegal. If there's a term that describes something more than illegal, and Arsenal fans will come crying again. I mean, already I'll go and watch some more of those Iboadi clips. To be honest, I've already watched quite a bit of him, but yeah. This is what it has to be, Gautam. This is what it has to be. Like you mentioned before, rival fans trolling, and this happens. Let us get Adam Wharton. There will be one more big signing, Gautam. I don't know who it is, but there will be one more big signing. Especially if Nico Gonzalez goes, I think we are getting Wharton. If Nico Gonzalez goes, it will be another 60 million or something easily for Nico Gonzalez, 60 70 million, which will make our next spend around 330 million euros. I mean, who? Sorry, our in car sales around 330. Who sells? Which big club sells for 330 million euros? Hugo Vienna, I don't know where they have bought him from, but he just seems like a pure badass negotiator. Unless they get him on his price, I don't know. Anyway, thanks. It's been such a wonderful watch. What a way to start our week again. Tomorrow. And from now on, the season, I know I've said it before, but this season I'll just make sure to be extremely regular with not just our live shows, but will try to do other shows as well, and we'll try to bring more content. See you all, guys, and Gautam, just do watch Hajimosa. And one more thing, Gautam, one more thing. Yeah, Feyenoord, I'll watch one more thing, Gautam. You were mentioning quite a bit about Angelo Stiller. I don't know if I got his first name right as well, but Stiller. Angelo Stiller from one of the German team. I've not got the chance to watch him much, but do you think we still need him? Like, he is similar to which profile? Is he similar to a Wharton, Kovacic? Is he similar to Adam Wharton, or is he similar to Kovacic? Whose profile is Angelo Stiller similar to? Because I've heard a lot of, I've heard quite a bit of people speaking about him and how City should be looking at Angelo Stiller. What's your view on Angelo Stiller? Gotham says another scout find. Yes, yes, I'll watch him. I'll watch Hadji Moza. And also Stiller was also interesting. Did not get the chance to watch too much of him, but yeah. After you said there are a lot of fans recently telling about him. But again, I'm not always comfortable with getting midfielders from Germany. I know, except us, everyone's faced flops from them. Like Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, they were good with us, but Naby Keita, Words, and everyone, it is not that good. Just look at what's happening with my draft. Like, Gautam says Stiller is good. He's physical. Exactly, exactly. Stiller is good. I also thought I'll see a bit of him as well, but yeah, not okay, not needed currently. But I just didn't know whether he's needed or not, and whose profile is it. Yeah, I'll watch him, but yeah, saying not needed currently. So yeah, so and also good day, right? We have completed signing of Buwadi as well. Anyway, thank you, Gautam. Thank you, Bayaji. Thank you, Countinia, and thank you, Nick, for joining the stream. What a memorable day today is. Watching this beautiful thing, the way it ended, the joy, the delight, like Gautam put it, cacophonic delight. From catastrophe to cacophonic delight. Wow, wonderful. See you all, guys, and have a great week ahead. And